guys, so with solo leveling arise, this week is pretty exciting. We're about to get an early live stream. The update is still happening as usual time and day, so nothing changes there. We'll just get the information early on, and then of course during the weekend, or on Saturday to be specific, the championship happens. So yeah, a lot happening for the game itself. But more importantly, technically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, this is pre-anniversary. This is it. This is the final update that's going to be dropping this week, and then after that, we will officially be getting our way into the first year anniversary. Not only that, we will see this alternative Chayan character, how she's going to look and whatnot. I'm not too sure if they're going to go too much into it in terms of lore and whatnot, but this will be, as I could say, the road to anniversary. So exciting times, and so with that, we will get our water element buff. We'll see what the breaker is capable of, although we do have a pretty good foundation. See if any changes have been made, but bit of a hybrid to what Goto Yuruji is doing within his kit, as well as Azo, of course. So eager to see on how the water breaker serum, of course, will play out. Now, just a reminder, guys, if you are a supporter of mine, please make sure that you have entered the giveaways that I provide for you guys on a monthly basis. If you guys do want to support your boy, again, you're more than welcome. It's greatly appreciated. I've got 2 codes at the ready. The third code will be providing you guys with an extra 1,000 essence. So just to kind of put it plainly, I myself, through the program with the creator program, Jesus, I can provide 1,500 essence, and then just by doing this one event with you guys voting, that's 1,000 essence. That's 2.5k, easily obtainable, of course. And then, of course, to those that do support me and do enter the giveaway, by the links are down below, of course. Again, I do pick a few of you guys to get the new deluxe pass, of course, but more importantly, when it comes to the essence pack, of course, that's an additional 8k coming your way. So that's me providing you guys with a bare minimum of 10,000 essence ready for the first year anniversary. That's the additional more that I can provide for you guys, of course. So again, just let you guys know, to my supporters, I do pick a lot of you guys to win the essence pack. So that's the one thing that I try to focus on, is giving back to a lot. And that's what I can do with this essence pack. So if you're a supporter of mine, make sure, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm either going to pick the essence winners tomorrow or after the live stream. It's going to be one of those, and then before the update day, I'll pick the deluxe pass winners. I think that's how we're going to do it. And then when the anniversary drops, we'll do our usual deluxe pass giveaway and essence packs giveaway, and then we'll see what anniversary packs they've got going on, just like how I did the Black Friday sales, where I think I gave away like what, 500-600 worth of rate up tickets. Yeah, I think we'll do the same thing again. It's crazy that the support is still there for SLA, so I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll keep doing my part and giving back. So yeah, I appreciate the support. If you are a supporter of mine, please make sure to enter the giveaways. They're there for you to easily obtain one of either or rewards. Again, I will say you got a very, very good chance to grab yourself those essence packs, because again, I do pick a lot of you guys to win it. So easy 10k addition to be added for your first year anniversary pools. With all of that, as per usual, make sure that you guys are prepared for the upcoming update. Just to put it plainly, this pre-anniversary update, it's going to be big in terms of power level increasing. There's a lot on the table in terms of what the developers are doing for this pre-anniversary update, to where everyone is going to be getting a huge spike in their power level to cater to the anniversary content. So the anniversary the anniversary content is going to be tough. I'm expecting the power level for the next Monarch to be super high, maybe, I don't know, 1.5 mil, somewhere around there. It's going to be crazy, probably more, who knows. But we are officially going to be getting it into the next Monarch when it comes to the game itself. And so, as I've just mentioned, with the upcoming update, pre-anniversary update, it is going to be a big spike in power levels. So if you're like, damn, I need more power to combat this event, or maybe there's still content that you're still struggling with and you need to get more stronger, don't worry. This update coming, you're going to get a lot more stronger. So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up and a little bit of a rundown, so obviously Battlefield of Trial, this has not been touched for God knows how long, because yeah, we're still stuck at 900k. I know that there are some people still struggling with like 440 and 50 and whatnot, and it is a pain. But again, with the pre-anniversary update dropping, hopefully you get the power level or the increase of power level that you need to be able to then go ahead and beat that event. But yeah, just a bit of a look. So we are going to be getting additional floors in total, I think. I just checked the developer note, so we're getting an extra 10 floors, so an additional 10 floors. I can't remember what the rewards were from here. Oh, okay, so in certain floors they just gave resources. Alright, I'm eager to see on if they'll update the rewards and what. Obviously, make sure that you've completed the Battlefield of Trials. This is a nice 4.5k of essence that you can get from this. It will be resetting, and so another additional 4.5k will be farmable once the new update goes live. Now, I think this is going to be the most crucial things to be prepared with, is make sure you have your keys. I've got 80s chilling here. So pretty much what I've been doing is, for the sake of missions and etc. when world drops, I've been only using 10 keys. That's pretty much it, and then it replenishes, so I've always got max at the ready. We are going to be getting new gears, right? So first things first, the difficulty, there will be additional tiers being added, so that's more essence, fantastic. And obviously the difficulty will be rising as per usual. I think an additional 10 tiers are going to be added, so in total there'll be 30. 31 will be the proof of strong as per usual, of course. I don't know, I think that they'll once again leave the 20 proof of strong, of course. But with all of this, the higher the difficulty, the more or the better chance of getting the newer sets in their high level. So obviously with the gear sets themselves, we know that there's going to be a max of what, level 100 8p sets, of course. So that is where the big chunk of our power level is going to be coming from, in terms of, you know, it kind of further surpassing to where we're at right now. So make sure you've got your keys at the ready, because this is going to be a big chunk. Gold, once again, is going to be an essential key right here, but more importantly, your enhancement chips. Yeah, make sure that you've got more than enough. I kind of scuffed up here and I used way too much here, so I kind of did this to myself, but it's fine. Also, if you guys weren't aware, the armory will also be expanded, so I'm not too sure if many have actually put time into their armory. Something that you should really cater to and consider of, and make sure that you get your hourglasses saved up. I mean, if you've got some laying around, you might as well just kind of get your armory up there, of course. I've been low-key slacking, I'm not gonna lie. So they might do a thing where they might make it so that you have to unlock additional slots for your weaponry. Typically this is done by using the hourglass, or you can use essence, although the usage of essence, it's going to cost you like 2,000. It's pretty expensive, I'm not going to lie. I'm not too sure how they're going to do it, but if you've got your hourglasses at the ready, then you should be able to utilize those to unlock your slots. So that's another key thing to maximize and prepare for. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's where are they, the hourglasses, where are they? Do I have any? Okay, so yeah, so these are the so marks of time. There we go. So I've got 357 of them. I did actually use, I did have more, but I did use quite a few of them just now to get my armory level up just a tad bit. So, but I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time, if you guys want to play it safe, do so. Save your hourglass, or the marks of time, call it what you want. And then once the armory expands, you guys can purchase more slots and you can apply more weapons. And again, this is a nice way to furthermore increase your power level. And for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much all we need to kind of be prepared for and save in terms of going into the next update. Everything else is just going to be on the ball rolling with the content just kind of dropping, because we're getting a hard mode for the reverse story, which, you know, I still got to claim and go back over, but yeah, a hard mode for the reverse story will be releasing. Simulation Gate, you can now use both your tickets at once, so again, that's nothing too crazy. By the way, you can, when it comes to like things improving in terms of like I said, the Simulation Gate, you can utilize your tickets, because during this week, obviously it will refresh, so when the update does drop, you will have these tickets still left. Well, they'll be replenished, so by all means, go about doing the guild boss, go about doing everything, you know, make sure to use all the tickets, and get the content done, because everything will be refreshed going into the next update, so you won't lose out on anything. It's just like keys and stuff like that. That's what I'm telling you guys to save for in terms of combating and maximizing the grind for the power level increase for the new kits, gears and whatnot. There we go. Guild Boss will have its new rage. It's going to be that 5 guild competitiveness where yeah, you have to do more damage, have high amount of rage meters, etc. Of course, that's going to be added, and that will be the dragon once again. So the update is going to be on the 4th or the 7th. If you're in Europe, then it will be Tuesday morning, I think 1 p.m. somewhere around there, 2 p.m. and then as it states right here, 6 p.m. for PDD time, so I'm not too sure what that will be Eastern Standard Time. But anyway, the live stream is going to be happening early, so we will get our key information a little bit early on, of course. But for the most part, as I've just said, guys, that is a majority of the things that you want to be prepared for and get your account ready for going into the pre-anniversary update. Everything else that's going to be happening, it's just going to kind of fall along upon the update happening and then us having to get into it, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, if you do want to go ahead of time and be prepared and go into the May update, this is something that which you might want to consider doing, is the gem equipping slot will be expanded, so make sure that you are farming your gems. I know that I myself has stopped because I'm just like, bro, I can't do anything more to it, but now they're going to be expanding. It's actually worth making sure that you're smashing these out on a daily basis. As you guys can see, that's something that I'm maximizing. Plus, Sunju was going to get a new job change, so again, if you want to hold back on the fusion, this is something that I'm also doing. As you guys can see, I've spent a little bit because, of course, I understand that many of us are also trying to cater to the skill research. Best thing to do is, if you don't have the required amount to do the skill research, hold off. You know, unless you have enough to skill research a skill or even a blessing, then by all means do what you got to do. Use your blessing powders and whatnot. If not, leave it be, because then what you guys can do is when the new job change releases, a new skill should also release, and then from that you can maximize your gathering of the new skill ruin. Whilst doing that, you're then getting things prepared for the skill research, of course. And if things go south in terms of fusion and not getting what you want, then you can use the crafting side of it to hone down on the newer skill that you're wanting through this way, of course. So just kind of maximizing two things rather than one, so that's something that you guys can cater to on that one. New shadow, so as per usual, just make sure you've got your shadow currencies at the ready. I know that working on shadows is taking a heavy toll on the currency itself, so I'm hoping the developers do help out a little bit more. But as per usual, you've got the I mean, you got 30 traces on a weekly basis, although it does kind of cost a lot, I'll be honest. But yeah, that, and of course you can always head to the exchange shop once you've got your rewards through the Battlefield of Time. I also want to throw this in. This Jeju Island multiplayer game mode really showed that we are not ready for PvP. As you guys can see, I don't know how people manage to get like 21k right now, because the amount of disconnection and just the errors that I've had, it literally has put me off from playing the multiplayer side. I'm going to try and rush through it right now and try and get that last reward, of course, but I'm telling you that this clearly shows that there's still a lot more work that needs to be done in terms of, you know, providing some form of multiplayer access to this game. So I love that this is something that they're looking into, and they've kind of given us a little bit of a glimpse of something. So that's a W, but this felt like alpha to me. I don't know if anyone else has been having this issue, but this game just, bruh, it needs a lot of work in terms of perfecting the multiplayer, because the servers were, in my opinion, so atrocious that I just couldn't play this. I completely gave up. I just stopped. I just couldn't be asked anymore.